start the finance meeting, looking for roll call.
Economic Development Committee.
Oh, geez.
Yep.
Yeah, top.
All right, I'll take the roll.
Can we start over?
We're good.
Morgan.
Take
For
two.
those of you listening live, yes, he just did that.
Alderman LaBeery.
Present.
Alderman Thompson.
Here.
Alderman Crane. This is time. Alderman Jepson.
Present.
Chairman Patak.
Here.
I move that we go out of order and do item number 2 on the agenda.
Second.
I have a motion on the floor by Alderman LaVerry, second by Alderman Jepson to take item on the agenda number 2, move it to number 1. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
All right, I will call him in. John.
John, yes.
We call him.
The global site location, gentlemen, John.
This is Deputy Clerk Peter here. How are we doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing good. Can I have things everything on the call right now?
Yeah, there, go first. Yeah, Eric Kleinsorge, CEO and Chairman of Global Site Location Industries. John Perry, I'm with the Community Assessment Directors with Global Site Location Industries. I'm the one who's been working and trying to get you guys connected with us, and appreciate you guys letting us be a part of your meeting today.
Sure. Hey, that's it that I have here with the Economic Development Committee. We got Kurt, obviously, your Economic Development Director, and the committee members will identify themselves. They have comments for you, so we will kick off then.
Awesome.
Thank you, guys.
Hi, John. This is Kurt. I just wanted to make sure that we bring you on for this Economic Development Committee meeting to go over the proposals that you had given me. We had talked about the Lighthouse program as well as the other business proposal. So just wanted to kind of go over that with the committee members. This is the committee that will make any recommendations to the full city council in regards to a type of programming that we use. So if you'd like, they each have a copy of both proposals, so you can begin at a time.
Yeah, so I guess I'll start off with is kind of what are most popular and what would be most advantageous, because right now we're trying to really get a position in Illinois is getting you guys into what you're going to see as the proposal for the 12-month elite city membership. It's a program that Eric has been designing for 30 years, and he may cut me off at some point in time if I get a little bit off topic or a little bit online. I won't take it personally, as being not too hard, so I can handle them usually. But he took a program and a concept of trying to take and pre-qualify and screen actual projects that people are looking to place and blending them together into a seamless system that pushes them in front of you, and then you can grab whatever ones you feel are the best fit for your demographic and for your community, and know that you're not just going after something that's from a state list and then having to find for like contacts and then trying to establish a rapport. We set up a system inside of there that is quickly streamlined, and I know this because I spent 3.5 years as assistant city manager doing economic development, and that's how I came into the GSLI family. It takes it and allows you to say, hey, look, this project is exactly what we've been trying to find for our community. It matches some of the property needs that we have. It matches job vacancies that we have. And we have the opportunity right here and right now to get our name in front of these decision makers at this actual firm and let them see what we're about, see what our basic statistics are, and then make a submittal to them in our life with a little bit of a cover page that matches what the project special requirements that are listed out inside of that bill are. So it's made it super easy. I mean, on an average day when I can only focus about an hour and a half to 2 hours on trying to attract businesses to Ballinger, I could easily knock out 5 to 7 of these, because all I had to focus on was, after the first one, was the special needs of each project, and then utilizing artificial intelligence to draft up the correct way that I needed to answer the needs in those sections. I was able to submit RFIs really steadily and was doing return rates, so good acceptance rates by the project.
Yeah, and one thing I'm going to really focus, in terms of Lighthouse, why it was created. I've been with one for 20 years, and then I met with some people in Google and understood the theology of putting together a program like that. They applied it to colleges, and colleges have a gestation period of about 4 years from the time a kid enters into the high school program and makes a college buying decision of where he's going to attend college. So they use that as an opportunity to tell their story and why they should attend that college. So the student to manage, to do all the grunt work of what it takes, and to ensure that it's following up and generating results for you. And that's really what clients like Ballinger, our other lighthouse type clients, have enjoyed. Some real numbers. Dumas, Texas, who's been a client of ours for 25 years, whenever we came out with the lighthouse program, they were one of the first to adopt it, and they landed 3 projects that exceeded over $200 million of investment in their community. Can't say that's a guarantee for everybody, because that was geared towards their focus. It was a warehouse that turned into a manufacturing facility. But that's kind of the key, is to make sure we're targeting the industries, the personnel, the geographic targets, and keep you informed, and more importantly, board informed of the ROI. So as these companies percolate to the top, we can print a report that says, hey, when we started this journey with these 2,500 companies, there's zero interest. And now the behavior score, because the AI tracks it throughout the process, is now what we would call a 3-flame or a 4-flame, and the highest degree is a 5-flame. And based on behaviors they do throughout the campaign, if they open an email, if they visit a website, your website, if they download a paper that we have, there's a marketing magnet, those things are captured and accumulated into a behavior score for you to kind of see what the return is.
I think that shows a great example of what Lighthouse does. A couple of things that Eric let out, that he always kind of undersells it on, I think, because it's so customizable to exactly how you guys want to take and apply it to your needs. One great example of how it can be customized is the report generating that he was talking about. It can do way more to show you the hot ticket item people who are people who are highly engaged, or just the basic return on investment report. But it can also trigger events like, I think you send out a physical mailer. What is it? Coleman sends out a branded poster that has that's made out of raw iron, and automatically once somebody hits a certain stage, they want more information. They send that out, so now you got the tangible thing that they can touch. They have the digital message, and they're engaging with you on multiple emotional and physical levels that are trying to get them to be more intrigued on the sale. I mean, location-wise, you guys have a fantastic location. I mean, you're next to Dolly at the Center, which is now the largest inland port in the United States. I mean, there's no shortfall in that. I mean, your positioning is amazing. Taking that and then coupling what your capacities are, what your abilities, and your desires, and what your vision is, getting that out through the Lighthouse program, and then coupling that with the resources that we've already qualified inside the project portal, allows you to simultaneously have somebody telling your message and a person that's in the house working on sending out actual requests. So you have to be way more, I'm not going to say you're going to be inundated, because you're going to be hit with actual targeted and interested candidates or suspects that are going to be looking at you because they want to be there at that point, not because they're asked to be there. It's because they made some type of subconscious connection because of the way the messaging has gone out, that it really is going to work for you to have them succeed in your city, and it's going to work well for them because they know your city is going to have the resources necessary for them to thrive. So, do you have any questions so far?
Yes, this is Alderman Patak. I have a couple questions. Earlier in your presentation, you mentioned that you want to get in Illinois. Are we one of the first people or first communities in Illinois?
Not the first ever. We focused a little bit of attention in some other places, and we brought in new programs to develop out. So we're trying to grow our base in Illinois. We're working very aggressively in Indiana, from the northeast corner of the state all the way to the southern portion of the state, including Indianapolis and the Indianapolis surrounding area. And then around Illinois, we're working really, really well. It's not that we haven't had the opportunity, it's just that we haven't found a key partner that we feel is matched with us to the point where we want them to represent us, because at the same time we're representing you guys. So we're a little bit selective in the portion of what we do is try to make sure that we're not pressing this to a community that isn't going to succeed with it, because all that's ever going to get out is at that point in time that we're not success. So we identify key people. So
It's pretty select. Also, we think I have 1,000 clients. After 30 years, the reality is we have about 85 clients that we focus on and work with. We choose to really have those long-term relationships. Used to work with Steve Warren with Illinois Power way back in the day when they were developing different levels of what you would call professional accreditations for people to attend trade shows and things like that. And we, over the years, you trend it in terms of whenever we work with community. A lot of times they want exclusive. It depends on the program, but the exclusivity can't guarantee it. But we do guarantee some form of exclusivity. So if you guys came on board, we would not bring on more than 5 other communities. And John's been tasked by him from the economic development side to build that team for Illinois.
yeah. So one other key thing that I'd like to point out, especially your region of Illinois, I've been working with Pete and Will County CED for several months now, trying to bounce back and forth what the needs of the region are. And so we've started to build, I can't tell you for a fact that I've already gotten to the point, because when I say started to build, we've already gotten the interest of Intersect Illinois on developing a statewide program to be the backbone for communities like LaSalle to get access to this. And they said, yeah, that would be a way we could go, but at the pace of what some of their movement is, we can't say that would happen. Another one is the Chicagoland Economic Partnership. I don't know if you guys fall into that area of the partnership through Chicagoland EP, but we're reaching out, and even though we're contacting you, trying to get you to be a part of this, we're at the same time actively going out to the state level to try to get them to come in and support and give the resources to places that aren't Chicago, that aren't Springfield, that aren't East St. Louis, or other bigger areas that are hubs already. We want to help the people who don't always get looked at with the attention that they earn and deserve, and take them to the next level with a technology that's not crippling in cost and is easy to use and it works efficiently. So that's what Eric has done extremely well. And I can say, Eric, as a team effort, we're not a massive company that has a lot of overhead. So when you're paying
have one other question, like you mentioned with Joliet, was it the largest, I missed what you said, what is the largest in something? I missed that.
Inland port.
With the operating conversion and the new rail system that they've integrated, Joliet, I believe, is now scheduled to be recognized as the largest inland port entry to the U.S. So shipping containers and all of that, and that's just an example as they redevelop the National Armory facility that was on the south side of Joliet. As they get that converted into business growth area and to process out those connexes, that's what they're going after. Operating on the other one is kind of trying to take that load of rail and figure out a way to convert that from the import or cross-national transport and get it into trucks to get it delivered to the end delivery point. So that's what Joliet's at.
Okay. And normally what size communities do you work with? Does it matter?
So primarily the systems they build towards, we work with groups as large as the Detroit Regional Partnership and as small as Ballinger, Texas, if you will, Coleman, Texas, population less than 10,000. And so it's really, the sweet spot of a community that we work with is probably anywhere between 15 to 50,000 in terms of population. And mainly because those size communities are typically understaffed. You know, they don't have the ability, like Detroit Regional have a 6% research staff and things like that. They use us primarily to get the word out about transition after their big fall. And a smaller community typically uses us to get the message out and really provide an extension to their staff.
Anybody else got any questions? Yes.
Yeah. Alderman Thompson, first word. Where's your headquarters located at?
We're in Dallas, Texas.
Okay. And why LaSalle? Did we reach out to you? Did you reach out to us? Why LaSalle?
I reached out to LaSalle, and I was reaching out to communities that I grew up with, that I knew that had success. I grew up in Woodlands, so about an hour here east. So there was, for me personally, some very specific places that I had remembrance of for growing up in Illinois. So I wanted to focus on those communities first. And then I went back and I looked at the research of what the success and what the traffic flow and kind of what the statistics are. And that's kind of why I looked at LaSalle, was with the 80 corridor running right through there, the connection to what's expanding. I wanted to pick up on being able to support that I see the future expansion in these capacities, the way that I can see the same trends of what we have here locally, that experience when I'm working for the city.
Yeah, I can also say that one of the reasons I appreciated John in terms of interviewing him and talking with him and bringing him onto our team was he did have the experience of the other side. And so I feel like he appreciated that he could bring this to other communities. And I've seen that in terms of people that he targeted and is talking to of really the desire and passion to help them be more efficient and enjoy economic growth.
And so LaSalle was the city out of this area you picked, or did you call all the sister cities around us? I mean, have you made contact with any other cities? We're going to be high in this, somebody else comes in right on our backside, and we're competing against each other through the same company.
Yeah, we typically, if let's say you guys came on board, then there's kind of agreement that there's a first right refusal. So if John is talking to a different community that's on the rural side, you try to balance across the state, and we would have that check mark toward your area, and then he would be developing the other 4 partners, 3 partners. We did, I'll give you an example of Louisiana, and the reason why we've chosen 4 to 5 partners is instead of one community, like the smaller communities that I prefer, having to bear a $50,000, $60,000 product, we decided to divide it by 4 to 5 communities so that they can still contribute, be a part of the program. All we do is we take your money, and it's back on the equal side, take your money, put it with Oregon, Texas, Florida, all the states' money to build a $500,000 market campaign, go out and find projects. And so in Louisiana, the guy came on board with us, and Mike, the project, so Mike goes, I want to buy all 5 seats. So he wrote us 1 check for that, so he got exclusivity. I don't like that as much just because they get balance. The projects that we work with don't get balance view of the state and opportunities.
I mean, I heard you say the word kind of. Check the box. Kind of is a commitment. I just want to make that clear. Kind of is if something better comes along, if we don't have something in writing that keeps us from competing with a sister city that's relatively close, then I start wondering who's paying for what, who's in what. That's my concern to the taxpayers saying Salle.
Yeah, I would have no problem adding that as an addendum because I've had one experience in 30 years that they originally said it wouldn't be a problem, they came over and it became a problem, and then we lost 2 clients versus 1. And so I have no problem if that is the difference between you guys coming on board or not, then I have no problem of protecting your concerns on that.
Thank you for clarifying that for me.
You have a question?
Alderman LaVerde, you see what this, with the recent supply chain issues, do you see more manufacturing come stateside and warehousing?
You kind of got we asked about supply chain issues and would there still be
I was asking if you forecast more warehousing and manufacturing coming back stateside.
1,000,000%.
I'm going to jump into that when I was going to tee him up for it. Been going to cool shows lately, and it's
Later on, I can actually get on panels at the global supply chain shows, and I was on World Trade Magazine, which we are rated #1 on Google for the news and information we present on supply chain, and that we are on the uptick from that I can send you my last podcast. I did with Port in New York, New Jersey, talked to their board director, and the massive upswing that they're starting to see in terms of the number of containers that they bring in, and not parking out in the waters anymore. But yeah, that is a positive. Warehousing is going to continue to be an issue. I mean, a positive opportunity because of the distribution rings that keep shrinking from 750 miles to 350 miles, and a lot of e-commerce opportunities from FIs and the other companies are converting e-commerce into multiple warehouses to service those situations. So if that's a target of yours, well done.
Any other questions? Kirk, anything to add?
No, I think they covered the presentation or proposal very well. A lot of the key points that they talked with me about were brought up, so I want to make sure that this was put in front of you for consideration and opportunity.
Now, one last thing I could use, in terms of in closing, I want you to know that there's a commitment on our side. John is our community assessment director, and Salle is our coach. So there's a standing call with someone on your team that we pretty much try to require. That's a 45-minute call every month. You have access to us all the other times. That's a dedicated call to sit and talk about. Continue to educate John about what's going on there locally. So John's a trade show. He can talk intelligently to companies about what you are doing there, on top of monitoring your programs and make sure you're happy. And again, somebody approached and said they were, would come aboard, that you would echo those concerns and make sure that your satisfaction is met. And so that's a dedicated monthly call from our team to yours.
There's one other thing I want to say. There are a couple of points I'm going to be extremely fast. I'll get under a minute. That's one of the highlights that we did. So inside your membership of the portal, what we were talking about, Kirk has the opportunity to go with us to every one of our trade shows, 2 tickets to each one, and you have the opportunity to sponsor with sale and put that out there. We hit from California to the country of England last year, and we did extremely well in generating our leads and making contacts and learning a lot about how to tie international business into the U.S. So that is going to reduce your overhead cost if you're already going to some of these trade shows because you're not going to have the expenses in them. But the sponsorship opportunities are much less than what it would be if you're sponsoring directly with the show. And on top of that, multiple websites that we have a manager of, and we have a complete web design in-house as well. So we're really quick to get your community profile up on several different sites. That's going to generate different streams of attraction because it's kind of like when you do your car shopping, it says you want the brown, black, silver, gold. So those are included. You get a lot of extra features, and I just want to make sure if you guys have any questions, get them to Kirk, get them out right now, and we are here 100% for you guys.
One last question.
One more question.
Alderman Thompson again. I'm looking at the paperwork that was supplied, and on the last page, it shows a discounted pair with each proposal, but it shows a date that's well past. So am I looking at the correct number? Or we do total 26.5 and any possible grant funds, or is that changed? What am I looking at here? Is that was
That's a
two
great question because I brought that to John when I saw it. When would you guys be making a pass or a yay or nay on this?
Most likely this Monday.
Okay. I mean, I will honor that. My main concern is bringing on a good claim. So if you guys are ready to move forward on their get pass, I will honor that rate. And the reason I want to honor that rate is if you guys do have the opportunity, the retail supply chain of this show in Vegas is my next show that we are at. And that's my the target. I'd like to get you materials for that show and or something from your place to go to the show.
All right. Very good. Anything else? All right. So John and Eric, appreciate your time. I'm sure Kirk will be in.
I really appreciate the number of people that you got together in the meeting that showed good. You're doing what you guys are doing too. So thank you.
The feedback really helps us. We want to make sure always make ourselves better too. So thank you so much for your time.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, John.
Take care, John. Have a great one.
So what exactly you're looking at as far as cost?
26,500. It's quite a bit of money. I work with a company like this, with my public investment company. As I see, direct mail doesn't work. I noticed about it yesterday. Email doing changes in your email line, and I did that for a man I was trying to help, and I paid for that company, and he developed 0 leads in my thousands. If they follow through, they do everything they're doing through Texas. They have one here. He's from Orlando, and he's per order. That's like he's 60 miles, yeah, more than that. He sells not the suburbs, and then why would sell? And don't get me wrong. That's why I said this, because our commitment to us being, I mean, we're not going to pop in here too much now and say, holy shit, sell that something. Now we want to do it. Okay, yeah, we'll take your money.
Actually,
Now we're competing against somebody that's difficult competing against on the same scale. That's my biggest
Here's
concern.
what I think, Spot. They interest them. They come in to get a site or something. Then they look around. They go, oh, there's Spring Valley, there's Peru, there's Ottawa.
Right, well, he said he could to it.
But you can't stop the company when they come in to look at us. The first.
Right.
first
Well, you're saying that even though they're bringing in seals out, once the people come here, they're still don't look at it. Okay.
They said, oh, it's a nice area, but there's other cities there. And that's
But you're always going to have to compete.
Yeah, you're always going to have that risk.
But also not giving somebody tens of thousands of dollars
Yeah.
tax money on a company that doesn't have a footprint in the state of America. So I think you're looking at it. I mean, I'm interested in hearing anyone's ideas. I think very positive because I got that little itch that tells me it's going to be a windfall for us to be out on the front side. I don't know.
I hear that Chicago is the largest inland container port in the Chicago area, not Joliet by itself. But there's other multimodal things. In the Chicago area, 2 of them together are the largest inland port. But so Joliet's a large one.
I did like a question in regards to contain, RECM. You know what I mean? That's praying for that. He said he got $1 billion. So it's nice to think that they might have something already in mind throughout this way. But it's Kirk, did you? I'm looking at this price, but then there's two packs here. And one of them, the price is directly different than the other.
Yeah, so you're looking at the 2 different proposal packages, one being the lighthouse, which they had mentioned, and I think they covered very thoroughly. The other one is the elite proposal, which is a different type of package, covering numerous amounts of specialties and opportunities that they kind of touched on in their discussion. So based on my conversation with John, we were looking at more of the lighthouse version than the all-inclusive package, which is the 2 put together.
I just realized that on the side. That's why 30% off.
So get 1 year thing.
Yes, it's a 1 year.
And the total cost for that? Is that 26.5?
Well, and
Or is
so
that
monthly maintenance mine for $950 every month.
Right. Yeah, it's on the last page there.
Yeah, so you're looking
So that's another 12,000. Yeah.
For both programs together, which is, I mean, I don't understand if there's 2 different programs, you bring business in or you can't. I mean, other than their manpower and how they're reaching out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's their bottom line. I don't know.
Kurt, so they reached out to you.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks for asking the question. He said,
My discussion with them, what mostly kind of got my interest or piqued my interest was the marketability. I've only been here for a short time, and within that short time, what I've come to the conclusion is that we need more marketability. And not a lot of people, not a lot of businesses, not a lot of investors know that we exist. And we do have land of opportunity. There's lots of developmental land available in our area. However, not a lot of people know that it exists. I only have so many tools to work with, and one of them being is the state of Illinois intersect, which is what they kind of touched on with the RFIs that come in. Those are kind of melting pot. Everybody's applying to those same RFIs, and it's a mixed match. You don't know if you're going to get anywhere with it or not. So you have that, but then you also have you have to create some type of promotions or advertisements or something along that nature that pushes your message out to that public, which can get into the thousands of dollars, especially if you start advertising in site selection magazines or something that goes across the sites. You can go to the trade shows that they talked about that can cost you thousands of dollars to do. So that was what I liked about this group was the marketability opportunity to get our community and land in front of people that are looking for expansion or build, especially with the two interstates that we have. We're right at the crossroads, and I think that's a huge plus for us.
Suppose you'd be able to go to the trade shows and just hit the expenses, is that what you're saying?
Well, it sounds like, I didn't know anything really about that. So it sounds like it's an option, but I don't know all the details about who pays for what.
Yeah, well, I did sit here, they talk about the costs of how much costs for the shows that they go to, and what it is two tickets with them, and obviously if they would have stuff for us that they have produced, we would just be there. So I said, we just have unlimited time to take a second ticket. But that's personal.
I think anybody has the opportunity to go if they want to go.
It's like I said, two tickets ready.
But it'd almost be good to have somebody there to see they're actually working for us, you know?
Well, see what's produced, and see people see the interest is, it's a heavy investment. Yeah, I did this personally back to this extent, but it's my point. I'm gonna write my money to do something similar to this.
You know, in the old days when Peru was up there, Mayor Baker was up at like the Japanese trade shows and stuff, shopping Peru and bought displays, and that's how he got his factories up north.
I got one, and they both friends.
Yeah, but,
So
so,
Peru's always been, I used to go to all the schools, all that they used to send me to. I talked about Peru having some railroad, some landfill, whatever, 10,000 people, I-39, I-80, and people are going, oh, yeah, where's this place? I'm sorry, I'll keep it.
that was the only thing he said. His ideal community is 15 to 50,000. You know, even 10,000, we're 9,600. But that's what you call our community. You know, our city's 9,600, our community's about 35,000.
Right, and I would also add to that point from Alderman Thompson, the assets that are available here are way beyond a lot of communities that are at that population.
Everything's a risk. Their business gets signed contract to pay the bill, but if they provide one decent return, we let that company in Texas. It's been with for 25 years. 10 years, guys that still use Johnny Hamlin to do car sale stuff. They've been with for 20 years. They and they still get people coming to buy Maseratis or Halo. I mean, it still works. You just know what you're doing. And that's what we made up with what we're doing.
Well, we have limited parcels, right? How many parcels do we have available
I would say there's probably around 7 to 8 that are available in various sizes.
for industry?
Mostly the industrial side is, well, we have light industrial and we have the heavy industrial. Heavy industrial is more towards the 80, and the light industrial is basically everything on the east side of 39.
And what can we tie into that?
Well, anything that's light industrial can also have commercial.
True.
And you also have that parcel that recently got acquired by that one entity. That's in the I think that corridor, but still should be a good potential for possible commercial development on the northwest corner of 80.
178?
What used to be 178. Not 178 go north, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, just north of 80. It's like 27 acres, I think.
Well, then we were interested.
Yeah, 45.
45 acres. So what's the total cost of the package here? I feel like it's it's not showing you.
Well, you go to the last page of Lighthouse AI 360.
So it's showing a reduced total cost of 26.5. Is that like discount?
50.
Are we adding
That's if you added both packages. You went with both Elite and Lighthouse.
And you said we're still looking at a setup fee, and we're still looking at a monthly maintenance fee, or is that all included?
I believe that's still added on.
Okay, so that's another 20,000. You're around 40,000.
And also, I don't know if it's available. John kind of touched on it. You can kind of see it there at the end, possible grant funds. Every year they set aside X amount of dollars for grants that you can apply for as a potential partner, and that grant money can be used towards the proposal.
So
Maximum 265 plus another 12,000.
plus the 99. So total comes up to 47,850 for the full package. Well, these are simple brochures, but they don't really give you much information.
So how is this different than what we talked about a couple months ago with retail entities also we had?
I think that was just it. It was just retail strategies.
Retail strategy.
Retail?
Right.
This is one a little different?
Yeah, they can do retail. They have retail clients, but they also work within the warehousing, logistical, industrial side of things too.
I think we've said it for we want to give you the tools to do your job. Are you really interested in this, or?
I am. Otherwise, I wouldn't have brought it to you.
Okay.
Like I said, I like the marketability side of things. I like the connections that they have. They have a built-up list of invested clientels that are actively looking for places to build and develop or move into. As they said, they have certain parameters, same as the RFIs that Intersect has too. But they have certain parameters that they're looking for and they're matching. But these are active people that are always constantly working through them to find new locations to build.
They're talking 5 seats per state. The states are all different populations and different sizes. I don't know what type of, somewhere exclusive zone we get.
You get 165 as their top, including everything that's added to the two programs together. Is 17, no.
26.5 is much more attractive than the 47,850.
Well, what I'm looking at is 20, I'm looking at 19 plus the 950 a month, so it's maybe $11,000.
Well, that's the discounted price, right? Means 50.
I think that's everything, including that monthly maintenance and monitoring. I think that's the total.
Reduced total. Yeah.
It's showing that 950 a month.
And it says any possible grant funds. Does that mean grant funds we have to turn over to them?
No,
Do I read?
Yes, from them, yep.
Yeah, we apply for a grant through them.
All through
Yeah,
them?
it's like a type deal, you know what I mean? They say maybe some money they take back, which that's all I'm thinking. I should ask the question. I mean, at 26.5 is still pricey, but again, one.
It's not less than retail strategies. Yeah, retail strategies was really expensive. It was $100,000.
It was close, yeah, around 90,000, and they strictly do retail.
And they're out of Fort Worth, I think.
And that was kind of one of those things. You don't know, it wasn't a guaranteed thing. They have interested clients, retail businesses, but it doesn't mean that you're going to match their population size or buildings that they're looking for. And you've gone that route before.
Yeah.
Well, what's the pleasure? What do you want to do?
How many members of the finance committee are there? Five. Five. Just finance.
Yeah, everybody's on finance.
Yeah.
And I would say you don't have enough that you wanna vote on it.
So this is the economic development committee.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is just economic
Yes.
development? Yeah, there's 4 members, the 4 of us are here.
So we probably should clarify the actual price before we make the decision, because there's confusion. I'm not the only one confused on this. Is the total package 26,000? Does that include the 950 for the step one page? Does that include the 950 a month maintenance? And then when they're talking about doing a set campaign or landing page, that's got to be tied into our website, I take it?
Yes,
I would think so.
I think so.
So obviously 26.5 is not using 48.
Okay.
We did kind of turning down Kurt on some of his requests on giving us tools.
I'm ready to try something, I think this is reasonable enough compared to. I feel the same way.
So then you'll get some answers like that to make sure what the final price is.
Yeah, final price, total
And
package.
then once we go on to make sure, because things aren't going to happen right away, I got a hope with. So most likely we'll reduce the $10,000 for the setup fee, so it'll be like 16 by the next year, I'll take it, right?
Yes.
That's not like what I'm saying. So then we want to submit it to the finance committee to have at their meeting to talk about it. We talk about it. You guys go with that?
Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah. Need a vote on it, or everybody aye?
I make a motion that we send it over to the finance meeting next Monday at 6 p.m. where Chairman Tapp will.
I second.
All right, motion on the floor, second, Alvin Jepson, to submit this recommendation proposal to the finance committee. Roll call, please.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Motion carried. All right. Discussion. We move on to the discussion recommendation regarding adoption of the commercial property set clean energy C-based financing program for owners and developers of commercial properties and related matters.
This is the cost of secret, we just have to fill out the paperwork or something? Is that the-
Yeah, so I'll just give you a little bit of background information here real quick. So this is a program that's been put into place in the state of Illinois. I kind of knew about it before coming into this position. I had been reached out to by CL Enterprises to interest us in allowing this program to be put in place within our municipality, which can be done locally or by the county, to help their projects. So I did a little bit more digging and looking into it myself. From my understanding, there really isn't any real true responsibility on the shoulders of the city. Mainly there is a little bit of a application fee slash administration fee that can be passed on to the developer if you'd like, or waived in some manner, which I gave you some information on that in your little packet. But other than that, it's basically an agreement between the developer and the Illinois Finance Authority. And those are the two that work it all out. The city is just required to adopt the ordinance and put those in motion.
If it's create an area, would we create a commercial district that would be the area, or do you make most cities sell the area?
You could make the whole city an area like.
If it's create an area.
Yeah, the closest place that I know of that this exists was in Streeter. Streeter adopted this a few years ago for a potential project that involved a shopping center / hotel. They did not pursue it any further because the developer didn't take it any further. So they have it in place, they just never enacted on it.
All it is we're going to adopt an ordinance for it.
Yeah, but that's a question, concerns I have, and he says, and I appreciate the investigation first done, but they got a pretty lengthy ordinance here for something that the cities may have basically supposedly no downside to, no responsibility in. I'd like to at least talk to somebody, or have somebody, talk to somebody from the state to get a better comfort that this is definitely what's involved. I mean, this can help CL Enterprises and other potential developers, but I think it's something that we should explore. By analogy, I know, Tom, you'll remember, you're the owner of the present company, maybe Tom was on it, but I'm not sure. Back when we had an accident ordinance, and then they had this government program, we were very concerned about it. They got loans through banks, and first-time home buyers got loans, did cost the city middle, but it did facilitate some home buying. I don't know if this is a similar government project to that. All I know is when I see a 28 ordinance that we want to pass, and we don't really have a lot of explanation about it, other than it doesn't appear to be downside.
Right.
I just think we ought to do a little more checking. We tried it, I appreciate the Kurt, let look into it, but they didn't really have to implement it. So I don't know what, for sure, we'd be involved with, if it's guidance by CL or somebody else. Certainly if it's another tool to help development and investment, and there's a downside for the city, then we should explore it. Or at least I think we want to.
I would think very good. Yes. So then, like, how much time do you need?
No, there's not even a name here.
No, so,
Brad Fletcher.
Brad Fletcher, okay. There's a Will Hills, the chair, and Chris Meister, the executive director.
so Kurt, do you know any other communities that participate in this besides Streeter?
I think if you have a quick contact, Mr. Fletcher, find out.
Right off the top of my head, I do not locally anyway.
All right.
This is only for clean energy projects, Kurt, or?
Yeah, so it's for energy efficient projects, so HVAC type things. It even puts in the EV energy for cars, supplies, window efficiencies, things like that. Anything that has anything to do with energy efficiency, this is what it's applied for.
It's for financing up to 25% of the value of the property, correct?
So the CL interest, did they give it specific?
There we go.
Well, from my understanding, for the Hotel Cascadia, it's a complete remodel, and so for them to be able to apply this to help put in some of those energy efficient window and HVAC systems and things like that, it helps their bottom dollar and being able to accomplish their goal.
That's a significant cost. Aside from that, the whole bunch of the downtowns that have, and if you're trying to rehab a lot of old buildings, so if this is something that can be used, I just think we need a bit more information on it.
All right, so I'll committee for it. Once you investigate the ordinance about the proper people, we'll wait you to give us a, some of your,
Okay, and then depending on what, maybe you have to have another meeting.
Yes.
Depending on what I find out.
All right.
And with Carl,
so that
we
makes
have
sense.
documents, Fletcher, so Florida.
No, I have talked to him. Yeah. He basically tries to put it together.
All right, so motion for Alvin Thompson, second by Alvin Murray, to have Federer investigate more on the case matter and report back to us and related matters. All in favor?
Aye.
Carried? Go. All right.
Maybe they'll just have it right after a finance committee meeting, but just to be short, you know.
All right. Okay, for that, on the agenda, discussion of potential recommendation regarding selection of fiber service provider and related matters.
So all of you have heard the presentations from both internet service providers, which was several weeks ago. I've also provided you kind of a breakdown of each, what their proposals offer, what we've understood from both of them. So if you want, the decision's up to you. If you want to go with one or the other or both, or however it goes. From my understanding, there really isn't necessarily a cap on having fiber optics within the community. There's communities out there that have several fiber optic businesses that come in, but it's up to you. The decision is yours to make. But I want to make sure that you have all the information in front of you and help answer any questions.
But there's not a franchise fee, right? So it's not a franchise fee, but Surf Internet is proposing one, but what we understood in listening to the Gen Seal presentation, they were proposing right-of-way use fee of 5%. Yeah. Well, there are a number of factors from a legal standpoint you want to consider for residents, the quality of each of the providers, what is the type of fiber in each to be important, maybe more so for your commercial than your residential and industrial, because your businesses, well, even all your residents are interested too, and uploading and downloading as fast as possible, speed of the internet seems to be a priority.
Especially with people working from home.
Yeah,
tech fee.
Yeah, exactly. And then these guys got slammed for not answering phone calls. Surf got slammed with a handful of issues about nobody's returning my call, nobody's fixing my problem, they have holes in my yard. So Sam also talking about the quality. Just can go up to 10 gigs, and Surf goes up to 2 gigs. So in order to push, it has to be high quality to get 10 gigs out. That's the fastest I've ever heard. I mean,
So Peru select the Geneseo? Yeah.
Yes.
No,
No. Yeah, everybody basically on the east side, Surf. Everybody on the west side is gone with the Geneseo. It's Surf, yeah. And Mendota Surf.
Yeah, so it's not everybody. Yeah. Has anybody gone with Geneseo other than Peru?
Pretty much everybody in Henry County.
Yeah, okay.
all the questions have
Yep.
Geneseo.
And Geneseo, and from what I understand, I don't know how much other, I know that Peru investigated for months on this before they entered into an understanding with Geneseo.
You can allow both places. Suppose the first one to start, get the stuff, they run the other one's not going to come in.
Well, but I think honestly, from a legal standpoint, I'm sure we want to do for your residents and your businesses to make certain if you can, that it's not exclusive, no matter who you choose to go with. Just like Comcast is not exclusive, that contract is not exclusive, that's why another entity can come in, they got to put their own, their own infrastructure in.
But Comcast is a franchise for the cable, right?
Yeah, cable is a franchise, but they also, and they not even non-exclusive.
And they do internet on the cable, yeah, just like AT&T does on the phone lines.
Right.
Yeah. And then you get
Okay, so I see with the Geneseo, 1 gig is $65 a month. We're going to tack on the $9.95 tech fees, gets us up to $75 for 1 gig. I'm not seeing pricing for 5 gig, 10 gig. Is that there's a price swap?
Yeah. Depending on which contract you sign, it could be for 1 year, 2 year, and then after that time period, you sign a new contract, and this is kind of like a discounted price if you get in now at the front door. After that time period, then prices do go up. I believe the highest was around 100, 125.
And I think you need to find out from Geneseo, are they going to plan to serve the entire city here? Because in Peru, it was several phases, but the only one being activated at this point was one north of Shooting Park Road. So a good part of the old part of town will not have the benefit of this, including the downtown, at least on phase 1. Now, it doesn't mean they won't adopt phase 2 and 3, but I think we want to clarify that they're talking to the city.
It's on the seal.
I have Comcast, I don't get cable, I just have internet, it's $85.95 a month right now. Comcast is $85.95.
Yeah, I'm paying a similar price, but just internet.
$85.95, yeah.
So this will be a similar price after 2 years, we're going to pay a month plus that $10 tech fee.
That would be 100 plus the 10.
After second year.
After second year, yeah.
They can also stay with the cable, with the Comcast.
Yeah, or reverse, yeah.
So all we're just making a recommendation, which one we would like to go with. If anybody wants to come in, they have all the right to come in if they want to, correct?
But you want, I think from a legal standpoint, the council would want to make sure it was not exclusive.
Yes.
But from a practical standpoint, while some of your larger municipalities may have a large enough market, they may have multiple companies interested in coming in at the same time, I would question whether any of the communities that we're talking about, Ottawa, Salle, Rose, Spring Valley, would have enough of a potential for profitability for more than one to come in. I'm just making that, I got any research or anything to show that, that's just a common sense thought.
So when I look at this spreadsheet, just side by side, I feel that Geneseo is the one simply because of what Wilton Thompson said. Less complexity makes sense. No, but
I'm also looking completely here.
yeah, right.
I mean, they say right there, we know what our right way remit fee is from Geneseo, everything goes 5% off top of everything.
I also think that's a big plus if they have a local presence and they're going to put office in their
And
community.
I heard that Sutter Dan here.
Yeah.
Some Peru's gonna have, I think they need something to approve.
I'm sure, but I think that adds to the value of that fee.
Yeah, we're going to jump on Geneseo, the Cell Cruise, both contract with them. It'd be a wise move for certainly plus 1,000 people here.
But also, I was going to find out what area is there. Can you do that? Can you reach out to them?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to ask, on this same item, what guys think, make a motion here to recommend the server, the provider we're going with?
I'm going to push Geneseo.
You guys want to make a motion?
I think we need to do it, Geneseo, I'm probably personally gonna stick Comcast.
Comcast would be much cheaper than this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's true for any resident. They have the option if they want to go with,
Absolutely.
but they don't have to switch.
Exactly, just like they slide AT&T right through phone line.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, can we have a budget kind of motion, make it official, please?
I move that we select Geneseo.
Maybe you mean you're recommending.
We are recommending.
Yes.
The finance, go to the finance committee
Yes,
first?
should, okay. Okay, the motion from the very second by Alderman Thompson to recommend Geneseo community or to the finance committee, roll call, please. Aye, motion carried. All right, any other comments? Beautiful, motion to adjourn.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure they'll have fun on that CPS thing, but
I have your time, I think, before
It's
next.
a holiday weekend, yeah.
Yeah, next time we have to hurry, I think if we go actually another 2 weeks after that, have a meeting.
Yeah, we were meeting and I wanted to put it in front of you.
Absolutely, yes. So,
the clerk can help with that too.
yeah, any need? All right.
Hey, look at that. It sounds like we